Hey folks, welcome back to the Dark Hollow Garage. So, the No Name Nationals, I like to talk about that for a second. So I went in 2023 and I had a blast. Met some great people. People I'm still in touch with to this day. The 2025 just happened and I missed it. Again. The first year, 2024, that I missed it, my wife had lost her job. She had gotten laid off. And I lost half of my income with my powder coating company. And the other half of the income for the powder coating company was dropping down. I wasn't getting as much from them anymore. You know, the times have been a little crazy. Well, this year, it started in December, January. I had gotten in a slight battle with COPD. And I ended up in the emergency room while I was there. And they did a CT scan. I'll try to make this short. And during the CT scan on the lungs, they found an aortic aneurysm. I didn't know what that was. He explained it to me, and I was like, ooh, okay. So I ended up with another COPD battle. And I was going to drive my van and just go out and meet everybody. I was going to sneak out there. And I was just going to show up. No car, no race car or nothing, you know, just show up to see everybody again. And have that good time without a car, but, you know, with the people. And I had that COPD battle. And with the aneurysm, it's 4.7 centimeters. Surgery is at 5.5. My wife and I discussed me going over there, and you know, the subject came up, you know, what if the aneurysm popped while I was away from home? Okay, so that was a scary thought, you know, that if it popped, you know, you bleed out internally and it'll be fairly swift. And, you know, for her to have to retrieve me in the car, in the van, or whatever I took, you know, to get it back home, that was just too much for her to think about. So I stayed home. But let's talk about 2026, all right? Now, I watched all the videos from 24 and 25, and, you know, we camp out at the drag strip and have a good time in the evenings. You know, when the track shuts down, that's when you can crack a cold beer. You know, they got the burnout contest. They got bracket racing and call-outs and little grudge runs and stuff, you know. And it's all kinds of different cars. It's not, you know, those high dollar builds. You know, it's just a bunch of down-to-earth YouTube content creators. They get together and have a drag race. So, 2026. My car in 2023, they had a drive shaft problem. And it tore up the tail shaft housing on the transmission. Well, that's all fixed. But I got a longer yoke to try to band-aid the problem. And it does great around town, but you still get up into the 65 mile an hour, you know, somewhere up around in there. There's a slight vibration. So I've got another drive shaft. I called Knoxville Driveline, and they will shorten it for me. And it's 60 inches long, center to center on the U-joints. Well, with the Turbo 400 that's in the car, they never had those in 66. So there's no drive shaft for that car with a Turbo 400 in it, short shaft. And they said they'd cut it out for me to bring it down to 59 3/8, I think is all it needs to be. So it's not much they're going to cut out of it. So I'm going to run that over on a Friday afternoon. Okay. The other part. Well, okay, so I've got a 600 Holly on it. And I got that carburetor for gas mileage, really. And, well, let me just show you. Come on. come on, let me show you what I got. I don't have my 6-pack done yet, my tri-power. I'm still looking for carburetor bodies on the outer carbs because the accelerator pumps, they're pretty corroded down in there. So, but come on, let me show you what I got. All right, here it is. We got a dual feed vacuum secondary, and it has the special cap here where you can take this off and you can change out the springs. I had another one of that same cap there, but I got the interchangeable springs. It is a 4-corner idle dual feed 670 electric choke Holly 4150. And I also have this other vacuum, adjustable vacuum secondary housing that maybe it, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, I don't know. But at least with this, you can take this off and you can change out the springs for the vacuum secondary kicking in. So that's what we got. Let's turn that around. Brand new, never been on the car. Looking very forward to being able to see how this runs. I do have different squirters for it if I need to change those. I don't know. We'll see. Got to put it on and try it stock just the way it is first, and then go from there. The engine is still the way we raced it in 2023. It has a 600 Holley on it. Nothing special. It's a 389, basically all stock bore. It has a Spots Performance camshaft in it, which is really only an 067 cam with a little higher lift in the grind. And it has roller tip rockers on it, 1.5s, set of headers, 2.5-inch exhaust all the way out. So the way you see it is as raced at the 2023 No Name Nationals. I'm looking forward to the carburetor upgrade. So having missed 2 years of it, believe me, I was watching every video you guys put out while you were there. Everything I can get my hands on to watch to see what was going on and try to feel like I was there. But 2026, I'm going to try. The car, it's, like I said, just the way it was raced in 2023, except it's got a different battery in it. That's it. So, oh, it's got tailpipes on it now. I'm sorry. That's right. When I raced it, it had turn downs right in front of the axle. But it's got full tailpipe exhaust on it now. Now, when I raced it in 2023, I totally forgot to empty the trunk out of all the stuff that was in it. So I had, a little extra weight going down the track, and it was 10:30, 10:38, something like that was the fastest I got before I got called for leaking transmission fluid, and I wasn't allowed to put it on the track no more. So that's all fixed. I don't want to miss another one. I really don't. Life. Getting tired of life messing with me. But, okay. So that's the end of my rant. No Name Nationals. 2026. Let's let it get closer. See what happens, okay? I did go to the doctor today. The vascular doctor. And for the first time, I got to see the scan of my aneurysm. It's there. It's damn sure there. But we're going to keep an eye on it. I think it's the 6th of November for another scan. Because it's been 7 months. and I'm a month behind getting it scanned. That's because my first vascular doctor was an idiot. So I got a new guy. I like him. I like the way he talked. He was straightforward. I like that. Don't give me no BS. Just cut right to it. Let me know. So we had a great talk today. 2026 No Name Nationals. I want to see you guys again. I'm not going to name all the names. There's too many. But I did just see Buck recently. I might have a clip of walking around that car. Let me see if I can find it. All right, folks. Appreciate you coming in. We'll catch you later. I actually am getting to see the CrUDA in person. I made a special trip over here. You watch it on TV, see his videos, all of what he's done to it, and it's real. Of course, everybody at No Name National saw it, but I didn't make it this year or last year. He had this at the No Name Nationals, and it went 850s. How about that, folks?
Yeah, from here you never know those headlights aren't real.
You like those headlights?
I love them. I'm gonna get me a set.
They faked you out, didn't they?
They did.
That's John sitting on his golf cart.
They did.
He's like the mayor of the area. He rides around on his golf cart.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get out of here. Let's go back down to Manland, the shop.